So what all do we need to make sushi? We need a sushi rice. We need the sushi rolling mat. We need dark soya sauce. We need vinegar. Rice vinegar is preferable, but if you don't have, it's fine. Normal vinegar also. We need wasabi powder. We need the nori. This is the seaweed, roasted seaweed it is. I've been using this brand of Yaki Sushi. Okay. And then we need some vegetables. So today we are using cucumber, carrot. You need to boil the carrot a little bit, like for a minute. And we are using sour cream. Okay. And we are going to roll the sushi with it. So I'm showing you all how to make like sushi rice, how to exactly make and how to go about it. And this is the size of the katori, that is 1 cup I'm taking. This 1 cup usually makes up to 4.5 rolls of sushi if you pat it properly. So, and this 1 cup needs 1.5 cup of water when you're cooking the rice. Okay, so I'll just take half cup of it. So I'm taking half cup of this and I'm going to wash it thoroughly. You need to wash it very thoroughly. You need to wash the rice and rub it in your hands like this, and then after it's done, so for 1 cup of that bowl of rice we need 1.5 cup to 1.34 cup of water. So for I've taken around 3/4 cup of water. I was needing around 1 cup water plus a little bit over it, somewhere. So you need to wash it like this. You need to mash it like this and wash it thoroughly 3 to 4 times, and then I'll show you all how to do this. So I've just put some rice to boil like this, and I've put some water in this pressure cooker. I'm showing you how to cook that rice for sushi. So I've just put water. I will let this boil over here, and I will let this also boil. So as this becomes hot and properly, it starts bubbling, I'll shift this vessel into the cooker without the whistle, and I'll let it cook in this for around 10 minutes. See, this is how we keep the rice after it's half cooked over here on the stove. We put it in this and then we just let it cook for 10 minutes or something. Just cover it. Don't just like let it be. Don't cover, just don't let it close, okay? And cook it on low flame for around 10 to 15 minutes. You need to just check once. We'll see how it goes. So our rice has been cooked. It has to be like this. Okay, there should be no water, nothing. The smoke is because of the steam. So after the rice has been cooked, we take something like this and we'll just spread the rice in this, and we'll let it cool down, and we'll add ingredients that are to be added. I'll just guide you all through. So I'm just going to be pouring this rice with a wooden spoon, okay guys? So we'll be adding a little bit of salt, like a pinch of it. Then we'll be adding a little bit of powdered sugar. Even normal sugar is fine, but powdered sugar mixes really well and fast. So therefore I'm taking powdered sugar. We'll take around 1 spoon of it and a little bit of over it, so 1.5 spoon. And we'll be adding vinegar to it. I'm roughly adding around 3 spoons of vinegar, and I'm going to just mix it, toss it. If the batch is big of the rice, you need to add little twice, okay guys? I am just mixing it like this, and I'll let it cool down, and I'll show you then how to roll sushi. Okay guys, one more thing. After the rice has been cooled down, we need to cover it with a wet cloth so that the moisture of the rice is retained, okay? So whenever you're not using the rice, just cover it with a wet cloth. So now I'm going to show you how to cut carrots and cucumber. Let's start with the cucumber. First we cut it into halves. So I've peeled the cucumber and kept it ready. Then you got to slice it like this. Yeah, see, you can see the thickness of this. And yeah, see, we need to slice it into 3 halves like this. And then we just need to cut long julienne strips. Okay, this is called julienne. So you just need to cut it into long strips. See, this is how it will look. You can see. Yeah. So that's how we cut all the cucumbers. And the carrot I have, we cut it into 2 halves. And I have parboiled the carrot a little bit because it's a root vegetable. You just need to boil the root vegetables for a minute in water so that it just softens a bit. And I usually put little salt over the root vegetable, like at least carrot, and when I'm putting it in the sushi so that it just gives the flavor. I mean, that's optional. It's completely my choice that I'm doing, and you all can skip it if you all wish to. So just cut the carrot into half like the cucumber, and then again we just need to cut it like the cucumber. Okay guys, it's a bit hot, so I'll just let it be for 1 minute or something, and post that I will do it, but it's the same way. Okay, it's very hot. Yeah, managed to put something. Yeah, and just cut thin strips of it. See this. This is how it should be. Okay. Yeah, the length and everything is fine. See, I've cut it this thing because I like to put like 2-3 of it. So yeah. So there are 2 sides to a nuri sheet, a rough side and a shiny side. So we're going to keep the shiny side on top right now, and we're going to fill it with some rice that we have. Okay, so I'm going to take, so you need to wet your hands in water before you start the rice because it shouldn't be sticking to your hands. The rice is a little hot, so avoid using it when it's hot. And I'll just show you all how to go about with it. Okay, so you can see it. Just keep wetting your hands as and when you feel that it's sticking. Okay, so you just need to pat it very gently. It's an art. You need to start patting it very gently. Okay, my rice is a little overcooked because I use little bit of more water. So you all should not use more than 1.5 cup of water for 1 cup of rice. Okay guys, again I need to wet my hands and I'll start patting it on the nuri sheet. You need to spread it equally in the entire nuri sheet. I'm going to be taking a little rice and filling this thing. This side will come on top. Okay, I think this is called California roll, but I don't know the name. I just tried something by myself. I just googled some recipes. I took a class online and I made my version of sushi. So yeah, you just need to pat. Okay, and then I've roasted some sesame seeds, white and black both. So I'll be sprinkling that on this, and this will be the side that will be on top. Okay, so my thing is spread well. I'll just show you all how does it look. See, this is how it looks. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle some sesame seeds on top of it. It's optional how much ever sesame seeds you want, you can put. I like it more, so I'm going to be putting some more. And now what we have to do is gently pick up this nuri and turn it upside down. Okay, now we are going to place our vegetables and the filling and everything inside. So So I'm gonna be placing it in the 3/4, like this side of the mat, of the sushi. Let me just see. I will show you all. I'm gonna be just placing some carrots. I put some cucumber first. Now this is some carrots that are going. You need to take care that you don't put a lot of vegetables and don't like roll over it, because otherwise, you know, the rolling will be difficult. And my cream cheese, which I've cut into long rectangle julienne, okay. You need to put it in a line, you know, sleeping line, so that everything is very perfect and it tastes good and all the ingredients are well balanced and put properly. I think we are ready to roll. So let's get started, guys. I'll show you all how I've placed it. See, this is what I was talking. You need to place it like this. And now I'm going to be rolling it. So while rolling, what you have to take care is, sorry for that, you need to hold the sushi like, see, if you'll see my thumb is over here, this is the art, okay. You need to take the support of the vegetable, see, like this, and then you just need to press the mat towards you when you're rolling it. See, I'm pressing it towards myself. Once that is done, you open this sheet and take it back from here itself. So you all are going to roll this like this and then again press it towards myself. It's very easy, guys. And last roll is this. This is the part, okay, guys. This is where we need to take care. And my roll is ready. Now while cutting it, we just need to be careful that our knife is not sticking to the rice every now and then. So for that we've kept this water thing. The knife has to be very, very sharp when you're cutting it. And keep it always dipped in water, like there should be some water on the knife. You cut it into 2 halves first. And see. After that, you cut this part. Okay, because it's sticky, I need to use water again and again, okay. So first clean it with a cloth and then again take water and then cut it. Yeah, again take water, clean it, again take water and cut it. This is the process to cut, okay. Make sure that it's not sticking, otherwise the cutting will get really bad. And our sushi is ready. Okay, so now we are making the sauces that we are going to be dipping the sushi in. So we'll make 3 types of sauces. For that we will need mayonnaise. Any mayonnaise is fine, guys. We'll need some chili flakes. This is my version of it, okay, guys. We need tomato sauce, wasabi powder, and some red chili flakes, okay. So this is for those people who love it spicy. We'll make the red color one first. So this is, I'll take around 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise with so I've taken around 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 teaspoons of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes, and 1 spoon of tomato ketchup. Okay guys, and what you have to do is just mix this. Just mix it in a consistency that it becomes a uniform color and a paste. And one dip will be ready for sushi. Same way we need to make the wasabi one. We just need to use mayonnaise and wasabi powder. So say 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise would take around 2 spoons of wasabi, because this isn't that spicy, so you can use that. And the third will be this dark soya sauce. Okay, these 3 dips we will be using to eat with sushi.